Hey everyone, it's Ben from Motel Coach, and today we're talking about how to get your motel ranking higher and converting more guests on Booking.com. If you've ever wondered why your competitors seem to get more bookings even though your rooms are just as good, the answer might be in how your listing is set up. Stick around. I'm going to give you a step-by-step game plan to win on Booking.com. Why does ranking on Booking.com matter? Booking.com generates a large volume of motel bookings. It is no longer a channel that you can set up and then just leave. Optimizing your channel will enable you to increase your market share of the bookings in your area made through Booking.com. Let's have a look at the presence Booking.com has when guests search on Google. We're going to type accommodation and then we're going to put in a search location. So this location would be your town. We're going to put in Brisbane. And you can see straight away that Booking.com has the top sponsored listing. Booking.com pays a significant amount of money to get this top spot. So if we click through to that one, that will then show all of the motels within Brisbane. If we scroll further down the page, you can see in the organic results that Booking.com is also the number one. As we search through here, we've got Google Maps or your Google local page. We're going to click See More. And you can see again that Booking.com has the listing for top local page. If we click View Prices, again, we're going to see Booking.com as the sponsored, and it's also under all options as well for booking. With that brief look at Booking.com's dominance on Google Local, you can really see that if your listing isn't optimized, you're leaving money and bookings on the table. How does Booking.com rank motels on its website? Here are the key factors: conversion rate, competitive pricing, engaging content, strong guest reviews, responsive when guests put up a review or have a special request, and enrollment in their programs. Let's have a look at conversion rate on Booking.com. Conversion rate is a metric that Booking.com uses to evaluate your relevance and value to their guests. A high conversion rate equals higher relevancy and more people purchasing as a percentage of visitors to their website. From Booking.com's perspective, high conversion equals more efficient marketing and advertising and more profit. Lower conversion properties represent a less relevant offering, and for each visitor Booking.com send to your motel page, they will get less bookings and less profit. Let's jump onto Booking.com now. So we're on the listing page for Brisbane. If we were now to click through to Riverside Hotel South Bank, now we're on that motel's listing page. For every 100 potential guests of the Riverside Hotel South Bank, if 5 of those visitors converted to paying guests, then the Riverside Hotel South Bank would have a 5% conversion rate. If it's got a high conversion rate, it's going to push the ranking higher than some of the other motels which might have a lower conversion rate. Rates and availability. Now, with all of the ranking factors equal, a lower rate and plenty of rooms available will increase your ranking. We are certainly not suggesting charging cheap rates to drive occupancy. It is always important to price based on your own strategy. Keeping plenty of rooms available for sale and for at least 12 months in advance will give Booking.com a positive signal for ranking your motel. Ensuring that your Booking.com listing has high quality photos, engaging content, and is complete is critical for Booking.com's ranking algorithm. Write a clear, engaging profile that tells your story and highlights your unique selling points. Maybe you're a family-run motel, recently renovated, or in the perfect highway stopover location. Tick every amenity you offer, from free parking to Netflix access, so you appear in more filtered searches. Going back onto Booking.com, we're in Brisbane and there's 417 properties found, so you're competing with a lot of other properties. But on the side, you've got popular filters. As we scroll down, we've got property facilities, do you offer meals, property type. Guests are looking for specific things. Air conditioning. We definitely want that in Brisbane. We want parking, and we want to have a restaurant on site. By clicking these filters, we've narrowed down what we want as the guest to 72 properties. As the motel manager, ensuring all of your filters are input into Booking.com will maximize your visibility on Booking.com. Make sure each room type has accurate details, occupancy, and matching photos. Keep everything accurate. Overpromising leads to bad reviews, which will hurt your ranking. One of the important parts of having high quality photos and an engaging listing on Booking.com is click-through rate. Click-through rate, or CTR, is the percentage of people who click on your listing after seeing it. Why does this matter? Higher click-through rate means your listing is attracting interest and standing out. Let's do the calculation. If your motel is shown 100 times and gets 10 clicks, your click-through rate, or CTR, is 10%. On Booking.com, click-through rate is a ranking signal. Higher click-through rate can help your motel appear higher in search results. How do we improve our click-through rate? Better photos, compelling headlines, and competitive pricing are the key factors. The most important photo is your hero photo. This is the main photo at the top of your listing. Let's now jump onto Booking.com, and we've got the Brisbane search page here. So we've typed accommodation Brisbane into Google, and we've put in a few filters for what we're looking for down the side. We can see that the Riverside Hotel South Bank is coming up as the first listing. So if 100 people today were to search for accommodation in Brisbane, and 10 of those people that landed on this page went through to Riverside Hotel South Bank, they would have a click-through rate, or CTR, of 10%. If 20 people clicked through to the Great Southern Hotel Brisbane, they would have a click-through rate of 20%. This shows to Booking.com the Great Southern Hotel Brisbane has more relevancy than the Riverside Hotel South Bank. Having higher relevancy will help push the Great Southern Hotel Brisbane up the search ranking page, and it might overtake Riverside Hotel South Bank as the number one. The next ranking factor in the algorithm is guest review score. Reviews are your online reputation, and Booking.com weighs them heavily. To improve your score, focus on the basics: cleanliness, comfort, hot showers, strong Wi-Fi, and friendly service. Ensure that you politely ask happy guests to leave a review. Respond to reviews, especially negative ones, in a professional and caring way. Guests often read how you handle complaints before deciding to book. A professional, solution-focused response shows future guests that you take issues seriously and care about their guest experience. This reassures hesitant bookers, especially if they are turning negatives into positives. Use feedback to fix recurring issues. Even a small bump from 8.4 to 8.6 can move you into a more visible category and get you more bookings. Jumping back onto Booking.com, we can see that review score is a filter. Some guests will only choose to stay in properties with 9 or above review score. Some will choose to only stay in properties with an 8 or above review score. While a lot of guests will still choose the lower ranked properties, it might be for more price conscientious travelers. These travelers will often still choose the higher reviewed properties when the prices are suitable. We can also note with the review score that as we get higher reviews, there are less competitors available to be booked. If your guest review score is not doing very well, don't be too concerned. Booking.com has brought out a new algorithm in January 2025. This review algorithm puts a lot more weight on recent reviews compared to older reviews. What this means is that if you work hard now, you will be rewarded. Older reviews lose importance over time. New reviews have the biggest impact on your score. For motels with few reviews, all recent reviews are weighted equally to avoid big score jumps. It is also important to communicate promptly and professionally with your guests. Showing effective professional communication is a positive signal to Booking.com, and it will help you rank higher. Booking.com programs and promotions. Use targeted promotions like last-minute deals, mobile-only rates, or early bird discounts. Consider the visibility booster for high competition dates or when you have cancellations to fill. The visibility booster raises your commission level up above the standard commission charged. Programs like Genius and Preferred Partner can massively increase visibility. It is always important, though, to weigh the extra commission costs against the potential increase in bookings. Every program needs to be considered on its own merits and against your motel's own strategy. Not all programs, promotions, and offers made through Booking.com will be in your best interests. A lot of them will be to drive more profitability for Booking.com and to increase enrollment in their Genius membership program. Here's the truth. Booking.com's success isn't luck. It's about making your listing irresistible, delivering an amazing guest experience, and playing smart with the algorithm. When you convert more clicks into bookings, your ranking climbs, and so does your revenue. If you want to see exactly what's holding your listing back and how to fix it fast, grab your free personalized Booking.com audit through the link in the description. I'm Ben from Motel Coach, and I help motel owners like you run streamlined, profitable properties without the guesswork. Hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss a tip that could boost your bookings.